Hi people, welcome to a workout. Look behind me, it's resistance bands night, yeah? See this? Look at that there. Anybody know the name of that? It's an injury and you get a lump with loads of fluid in. It's called bursitis. I've got elbow bursitis, yeah? And it kills by the way, yeah? I've been putting ice on it, keeps swelling up every day. And I've been wondering how I got it. Because I don't know how I got it, yeah? And it's been like bugging me. Anyway, today I'm at work cutting edges and I get my new ladders off the van that I've had for about 4 months, yeah, and I put some up at the side of a big edge, climbs right to the top 10 foot, so I'm 16 foot cutting an edge, and every time I'm cutting edge I keep banging this bursitis and thinking, oh that hurts, it's going to make it worse. Anyway, I banged it quite a few times and then when I banged it last time, pennies dropped. That's why I've got bursitis, because I'm working off these new ladders and every time I go that way I bang this elbow. Now, it didn't hurt, it never has hurt, but it's caused this problem. But at least now I know what I keep doing. I'm going to have to put some kind of elbow pads on and when I bang ladders it won't damage my elbow further. So I'm going to get some compression on that, get some ice on it and wear elbow pads when I use these ladders, because I just can't stop banging top of these ladders. They're so weird, they're like big tripod things and you have to work off the side of them and it's weird. Maybe I'm using them wrong, I don't know, I've never used them before, but I keep banging this silly thing at top and it's caused that there, yeah, and it's horrible. It's like a big lump of jelly. Not to get out for people anyway, so I'm waffling. So yeah, I'm going to start with chest and I'm going to try and do it this way. I'm going to try it over shoulder and then underarm just to see if there's any difference. There's only 80 pounds on here at the moment. It's only a warm up just to see what happens. So I'll lean out, get some pressure on it, yeah. Tense the old abs and then push out through there, yeah. Seven, 8. Now the good thing on resistance bands, you can pull the arms right in and you get that nice squeeze in your chest. Whereas with a bar, it's there and there's no squeeze. What's the difference? So you push out with a bar and you're stuck there, aren't you? But then if you push out with resistance bands, you can squeeze the chest in. So you get double whammy. So your weight doesn't have to be as big as your bar weight. So that feels quite nice. I'll do it underarm now, see what that feels like. So it's underarm, yeah, push, and straight away, that don't feel as good at all to be honest with you. It kind of pushes shoulders up, so you're shrugging, and it's not a nice feeling, so I won't even bother with that. I'm going to use that, put some more weight on in a sec. Right, I've just checked weights, and when I lie of me, there were £30 on there, sorry 50, there's £80 on there now. So the black ones are 30 each, that's 60. And then this little orange one is £20, so there's £80 of resistance on here now. But £80 of resistance on a resistance band feels well weird. So let's go. You got to brace yourself. One of them, yeah. I need to put some grippy shoes on because I'm slipping on carpet. Right, so I've got my non-slip feet on. Won't slip on carpet now. I've got £100 on now, so I've got to get a bit closer to the door. Now anybody that knows my channel will know that I really struggle with resistance bands. I just can't get to grips with them even no matter how many times I try. But I'm going to give it a really good go tonight. Now because I've got £100 on, if I step too far out, I can't press it because the resistance is too much. Because the way it's set up on door, stretched around there. So what I've got to do is, I've got to come against door, have no resistance there, but then when I press, it comes in there. Yeah, see how that feels. Slow back. 10 of them. Right, so I've swapped the orange ones out for red ones. So now I've got £110 worth of resistance. Need foot against the door for safety because it opens my way as well. Don't want it opening up on me. Off we go. Harder than it looks, this. Could do with something to stop me pulling back. I need to get to grips with it somehow. I don't know what I'm going to do, but just keep trying with it, messing about with it. Eventually I'll find something that fits. Be nice to have a bench or something, you know what I mean? Anybody got any tips? Because I'm a bit lost with resistance bands, I'll be honest. Right, so let's go for plan B. Yeah, I've put the straps up at the top door. I've looked them over different separately, so the stretch is better. And I'm going to try for some flies. Now, a bit difficult with this, you need to lean right forward and you need to trap the strap on your elbow so it doesn't slide off, and it gives you a bit more pump. So they're not ideal, but we try them anyway. Try and get a good squeeze. Lean right forward now so that you know the tension's constantly on. This is a better movement than the chest one, the bench press type one. That's better. So for them, they felt superb then, actually. Got a good nice squeeze in centre chest, got a good nice squeeze in shoulders, yeah, and it felt quite good. So, you know, when you get a new piece of equipment, it does pay to experiment with it, yeah, try and find the best. So I've already discovered that you can't do chest press with these. If I had more room, yeah, in the room I could probably do them this way and you know, get more out of it that way, because that feels a lot better pull, to be honest. In fact, why didn't I do that in the first place? Just like that. Yeah, miles better. And you can even do, if you want, one-handed, but nah. So let's try that again. That's a lot better pull, that. Miles better. Oh, yeah. Nice actually. Should have done that in the first place. So at least we know now, don't we? So next time I set resistance bands up for bench press, I'm going to set them up at corners. Yeah, lean into it. Fold these over instead of spreading them across door. When you spread it across door, it changes its tension and it don't want to pull because it's already at its limit, because it's like working from ends. Whereas if you put it here, fold it in half, it's not working on ends of its limit, so it's easier to pull. You get a better pull out of it, yeah. So at least we've learned something today. I've learned that I don't know how to use resistance bands. Right, I'm going to put another band on there. I'm going to try another set of the flies. Right, so now I've got £50 of resistance. Yeah, I've just had a quick go off camera and it just seems ridiculously hard. So am I right? When you fold them in half, does that double the poundage? Because you're not using it in one strength now, one length, sorry. You're folding it, so does that double the poundage? I don't know. But it just does feel ridiculously hard to say there's only £50 on. So I think I've doubled it by folding them in half. Right, so off we go. Oh, and another thing you'll notice, I put these on top of doors because when I tried it off camera, they slid right down door. Not a good look. Right, so off we go. By trapping it on your shoulder, on your elbows there, it gives you that feeling of bringing it out and round like you would a proper lap machine. So you're bringing it, you know, down like that, you're getting that squeeze. If you let it slip off them elbows, it just goes up and down. Don't really do a lot. I'll try and show you. So I ain't got it on the elbows, out trapping it, and it just, you know what I mean? There's no there. You're just flapping in wind type thing, but when you trap it on your elbows, you get like a good style of movement. At least that's what I found anyway. Right, go for the last set of these. Get them trapped on the elbows. You really are fighting it, you know what I mean? Trying not to. I'll try and go on my knees, see what that feels like, pulling it straight down. Perfect. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I'm going to change top so you can see what's happening with chest, guys. I'm just going to top on where you can see most of the chest, because on the knees there, that one miles better. Yeah, so at least, you know, playing about, discovered the way to do these properly now. So kneel down, have your bands in corners, and off we go. Oh, 12, nice. That felt great, that actually. It felt absolutely brilliant, yeah. Just like it does at gym. So I've learned something, yeah. On your knees, in both corners at doors, and bust them out like a king, yeah. So tonight I'm being a waste of time. This is what you've got to do, people, when you're training at home, yeah. You buy some kit, you've got to understand that sometimes it's not the kit, it's you. You don't know how to use it. You've got to persist with that kit. Mess about with it, have some bad workouts, yeah, but it doesn't matter, because even though I've just wasted my time on exercises that I thought weren't doing, no, they are, right, and it's trial and error, but whatever you do, yeah, don't, you know, get disheartened when you buy a piece of kit, you don't know how to use it. Just keep going and keep trying and read about it, you learn about it. We've learned some, haven't we? I know how to do flies. So I've got one exercise in the bands that I can do, and it works really well. Flies on your knees. So I'm going to write that down, it's going to go in a diary, and that's an exercise I can do all the time. Now I'm going to look at bench press again, because there was too much weight on. I was leaning against the door, leaning out too much. I want to try and stand, you know, and do it from a standing position. So I'm going to take loads of weight off and see what that feels like. Right, so get the camera down here, I've sussed it, yeah. So when you're stood up here, it pulls you back, yeah, and then when you put your feet against the door, there's no tension, right? So this is how I've come round it. I might be wrong, but it feels good. On your knees again, right? And then to stop yourself falling out, you know, getting pulled back, lean into it and press towards the floor, yeah. Perfect, loved it, absolutely perfect, yeah. Now, the difference there, I do actually need something to kneel on though, I don't want bad knees. The difference there between the bands bench press and a bench press, yeah. Now, a lot of people won't agree with me, but most injuries happen in the gym, shoulder injuries especially, on a bench press, yeah. Because what it does, you're under load and you trap your scapulars under the weight, yeah. And if you're not set properly, which a lot of novices aren't, then you get winging scapula and you get all sorts, it gets trapped and it don't want to move. With the bands, yeah, you're not trapping your scapulars, so you get full range of motion, yeah, so there's less chance of getting injured. I do like that, yeah. Right, so I've got 45 pound resistance on here now, but I do feel in my head that it is double because it's folded over. Somebody could tell me. So this is pulling me back now, and I want to see if my theory is right. Lean in, put your weight into it. It can't pull me back anymore now because I'm fat, right? And then go. 12 of them, yeah. He was pulling me back a lot. I do feel that I'm right when I say that the resistance is double when you fold it over, because it just feels a lot harder than what it should. So I'm moving on. I'm going to put a little bit more weight on and I'm going to try it again. Right, so I've got 55 pound of resistance on each side now, yeah. Now, I don't know if you'd noticed, but I've got two different sets of the exact same make. Yeah, I've got Pro Iron set here and a Pro Iron set here. Now, without that, you couldn't get to the weights that you need to get to because it's just not enough. And then you can't get it even because, you know, on one set there's only one band. So if you want to even up and use single hands, you've got to get two sets. So that's what I did, two Pro Iron sets. So now there's 55 pound on there. I made a mistake last time. I didn't have my feet against door, so I had no traction whatsoever. So I've got my feet against door now. I'm going to lean out, and it is getting hard to lean out now. There, and then press. It's getting hard now. So much so that my knees are coming off the floor. Crazy. Wowzers. That felt amazing, yeah. Absolutely amazing. Very, very close to a bench press feeling. I got that pump, nice and pumped. Yeah, the only thing, I was terrified that it were all going to come piling off at the door, yeah. That's the only thing, it's always in the back of your mind, yeah, but it didn't, so I'm alright, we're still here. So that's we've done the flies, we've learned how to do flies. So it's same setup as doing the bench on your knees, yeah. We've learned how to do bench. Now I'm going to see if I can do inclined. So I'm guessing I'll have to put the straps at the bottom of the door, see how it goes. Right people, you'll notice a buffet, yeah. Training on your knees, in my opinion, is bad news, and it shouldn't be done anywhere, yeah, because your knees are sacred and you can damage them. So I've got a buffet to see if it makes any difference, yeah. So imagine when I did the, it ain't going to work, is it, because my knees are out here, they didn't weigh. So forget that one. But for inclined chest, it doesn't matter that my knees are there, because they're not in way on this one. So let's see what that looks like then. Get a bit further out so there's a bit of tension. So I'll go about there, see what that's like. Yeah. Off we go, that's better. I've got to get one leg behind to stop me falling backwards and one leg in front just to stabilise the body. That's it. perfect, I like that. Which also probably leads me on to, can you do flies that way? You can, but with lighter weight obviously. That's not bad. It could do with some tweaking, could do with finding another way to do it, but for now that's not bad. Yeah, I can't stand up and do it, it don't feel right, it feels more like a shoulder press, but that feels almost perfect, but not quite. So we're still experimenting with that one, aren't we? I'm gonna have a breathe. I'm not gonna put any more weight on, it's a little bit difficult on this wobbly buffet even, and I'm tired. Right, so while I was having a quick rest, I realised that when I set my leg in front and my leg behind, it put my torso in a really weird position and I couldn't concentrate on my chest. So my chest wasn't really getting engaged. So I'm going to try as you sit on a bench and see what happens, yeah. It'll either pull me back or it won't, but it'll feel a lot better, I guarantee it. So just like you would on a bench, off we go. And that's better. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. Yeah, that doesn't feel too bad actually. I must admit though, there's a lot of shoulder activation when I'm meant to be training upper chest. So it definitely needs tweaking, yeah. Quick break, quick breather, I'll do my last set. Right, so I've added another band. Because it was a little bit too easy. But we'll see how we get on. It feels hard now. Thing is with resistance bands, yeah, you only have to put one little bit on and it pulls you back and you can't even get started. Especially when you've got nothing to brace yourself against. But we'll give it a go. Let's go. We're off. Wowzers. Pulling me back, so I've got to adopt that weird and wonderful posture. One more. Really felt them. Yeah, we're on a knife edge whether I was going to ping back and somersault back to the door then. But yeah, I felt them. But it's just weird, that fight, I can't get used to it. The fight where you think you're going to get catapulted off. Yeah, but it's something you'll get used to. Does anybody know if there's any kind of bench out there that you can hook up to these things? If so, let me know, yeah. I've seen a new one with all their own bands, but it looks ridiculously expensive, yeah. I'm after some at tin pot that you can just hook it all onto and off you go, because I think that might be an idea, because I miss that stability. But I tell you what I don't miss, the bench on the back. That movement, if I can get the stability sorted out, is miles better. It's a miles better movement. You're not mechanically stuck in one grip. What's unnatural, your shoulders can go into the full range of motion while they're under load. Yeah, and then if you can't get, if you're not getting enough muscle activation with the bands, you can just squeeze inwards and get more. You can't do that on a bar, and you can't even really do it on dumbbells either. You sort of can, but not like you can with bands. So it's catch-22. These have got some more advantages to weights, and weights have got more advantages to these. It's just learning, how to deal with it the best possible way. Right, so I'm going to take some weight off and I'm going to try some flies now, because they actually did feel really good. See what they feel like in practice. Right, I'm just filming myself taking these straps off as well, because a lot of people say it's a lot of faffing about, right? It is, but what you've got to do is create, you've got to use this changing of the bands as your rest time. So instead of just sitting about doing now, it takes a little bit longer than changing weights in the gym. So treat this as your minute's rest, 90 seconds rest, whatever. So it doesn't take that long. It feels like it does, but it doesn't. So once you've changed the bands, Don't mess about, don't time yourself resting because you've done it. It took longer than changing weights. So let's see what this looks like then. So we're off and we're going to do some flies. A bit light, to be fair. Now this one I feel if I stood up, it'd be better. The first time I wanted to stand up on an exercise, but let's see. I might be wrong completely. No, I'm not wrong. You get a full range. Now, because of nature at bands, there's a lot of resistance on shoulders, yeah. There's a lot of shoulder activation in it as well. So much so that you can't really feel your chest activation, but it is there. So I don't know if that's a bonus, you get big shoulders at the same time, yeah. Right, have a breather. Right, I'm back to seated now because I've got more weight on. And the stretch comes in quicker and it feels like a better movement, so we're going back to seated, yeah. The standing just didn't quite feel right, it was too many shoulders. Right. So, let's go. Eight, two more. I'm kind of thinking that it's in the wrong position on my arms, but I can't do what about it. That's better there, I want it there. There, that's it. 8. No, it's not right. 9. 10, that's better. Miles better. You see, I adjusted it there and put the end of the strap right there on that muscle, yeah, and it changed the exercise and immediately brought chest in, yeah. So you have to mess about with them a little bit and just work out how you're doing it. Not going to have long of a rest. This is actually the last set. The only reason I wanted to do a workout with bands today was just to see if I could learn how to train chest, which I have done. It's trial and error. Next time I use bands, I'm going to learn how to train back, which I've got a good idea about anyway. But then that's what I'm going to do with bands. I'm going to pick a body part and learn it, and then I'm going to make notes, what worked, what didn't. Don't make them mistakes again, and eventually when I've learned how to use them, you can put a good workout together. But until you learn how to use them, it's like anything else, yeah, feels like a complete waste of time. But trust me, it's not. I've actually enjoyed this band workout and I really see the benefits of it. One of the big benefits I do see is you seem to spend more time under tension than you do with weights. Yeah, for some reason you just naturally want to go slower, and I don't know why. I think it's just because you're scared of it twanging back. Maybe if you get more confident with them, you'll go faster in time, but don't, it's a mistake. You want as much time and attention as you can get. Right, so let's go, last set. That's a better position. Miles better. Oh, slippage. Right at the last minute. That's what you've got to be careful of, yeah? Did you see that? Good thing is though, body knew about it straight away and caught it. So I didn't look too stupid. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I do apologise, people, if it's something I didn't know what we're doing. now and again you get that, yeah, which is most of my workouts. But not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Yeah. How long? 30 minutes? 40 minutes? Got a nice little pump on chest, I feel like morning. Also got biceps, got shoulders, yeah. Got a lot of tricep activation. I'm happy with that. Keep training.